Hello, my friend. I am Dr. William Johnson, and welcome to Lifewell Seniors, the channel where science meets compassion to help you live your healthiest, happiest life after 60. Before we dive in, let me ask you something personal. Where are you watching this video from today? Are you sitting comfortably at home, maybe relaxing in your favorite armchair, or perhaps you're taking a break during your morning walk at the park? Wherever you are, I want to say thank you for being here. Your time and your health matter deeply, and I am honored to be part of your journey. Now, if you are like many older adults I have worked with across the United States, you may have noticed that your legs feel a little weaker than they used to. Maybe you have experienced those sharp nighttime leg cramps that wake you up out of nowhere. Or maybe it just feels harder to get up from a chair, take a flight of stairs, or walk for more than a few minutes without your legs feeling stiff or tired. But here is the good news: you are not stuck. You are not broken. And you are certainly not alone. In today's episode, I am going to walk you through 5 specific foods that can help you build stronger legs faster than you might think. These foods are rich in essential nutrients that improve muscle recovery, help rebuild muscles, and support overall senior health. You will learn how each food works in your body, why it matters for people over 60, and simple ways to add them into your meals starting today. I am also going to give you 3 practical tips at the end of the video to help you make real lasting change, so be sure to stay with me until the final minute. And listen, this is not just about nutrition. It is about independence. It is about moving without fear. It is about getting up each morning with confidence, knowing that your legs will carry you through the day strong and steady. If that sounds like something you want, drop a quick comment below and let me know where you are tuning in from. I always love hearing from you. It helps me connect, and more importantly, it reminds all of us that we are building this healthier life together. And one more thing, if you are new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. That way you will never miss one of our weekly episodes packed with science-backed tips to help you stay active, stay independent, and feel your very best. Now, are you ready to dive in? Let's begin with food number 1. It is green, it is powerful, and it might already be in your fridge. Let us start with food number 1. It is simple, it is affordable, and it is one of the most powerful muscle healers in nature. I'm talking about spinach and other dark leafy greens like kale, Swiss chard, and collard greens. You see, when you hit your 60s and beyond, your muscles need a steady supply of specific nutrients to contract and relax properly. Without that support, you might find yourself dealing with nagging stiffness, slow recovery, after walking, or sudden painful cramps, especially at night. So why spinach? Because this leafy green is packed with potassium. Just 1 cup of cooked spinach delivers nearly 840 milligrams of potassium. That is almost double what you get in a medium-sized banana. And potassium is crucial. Your muscles rely on it to maintain smooth movement. Without enough, they can spasm, tighten, or even lock up unexpectedly. But spinach does not stop there. It also contains a generous dose of magnesium, which acts like nature's own muscle relaxer. Magnesium helps calm the nerves that trigger muscle contractions, reducing that tight, uncomfortable feeling that many older adults report in their calves or thighs. Still not convinced? Spinach is also a great source of vitamin K, which supports healthy blood flow and strong bones. This means your muscles get better oxygen and nutrients delivered right where they are needed, most helping you move with more ease and less discomfort. Let me share a quick example. A recent study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults who regularly consumed magnesium-rich leafy greens reported up to 50% fewer leg cramps compared to those who did not. That is not a small difference, that is life-changing. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Dr. Johnson, I do not like raw spinach, and that is okay. The great thing about spinach is that it is incredibly versatile. You can add it to a morning omelet with a little cheese and tomato. Blend it into a smoothie with berries, banana, and Greek yogurt for a refreshing and nutritious breakfast. Sauté it with garlic and olive oil for a warm, flavorful side dish at dinner. Just 2 or 3 servings a week can make a noticeable difference in your muscle recovery and your ability to stay active. And remember, leafy greens do not only support your legs, they also contribute to better heart health, stronger bones, and improved digestion. That is a triple win. So here is my gentle challenge to you. Go to your kitchen after this video and check your fridge. If you have spinach or any leafy green in there, plan to use it in your next meal. If you do not, add it to your grocery list right now. If you already enjoy leafy greens, drop a comment below and tell us your favorite way to cook them. I would love to hear it, and who knows, your idea might inspire someone else watching this video right now. And hey, if you found this section helpful, do me a small favor, hit the like button. It is a quick way to let me know that this content is helping you, and it helps the YouTube algorithm share this video with more seniors who need it. Up next, we are going to explore a food that is creamy delicious and does way more for your muscles than you might expect. You can find it in most grocery stores, and it could be your secret weapon against age-related muscle loss. Stay with me. Let us move on to food number 2. Number 2, yogurt that works overtime, Greek yogurt and dairy proteins. Now let us move on to food number 2. This one is smooth, creamy, and loaded with benefits that go far beyond just taste. I am talking about Greek yogurt. You may already know that yogurt is good for your bones, but here is something many people do not realize. Greek yogurt is also a powerful tool for rebuilding muscles and preventing cramps. And that makes it especially important for seniors over 60. Let me explain why. As we age, our bodies naturally lose muscle mass, a condition known as sarcopenia. It starts slowly, but if we do not take action, it can lead to weakness, falls, and even loss of independence. This is where protein becomes essential. Greek yogurt provides nearly 20 grams of high-quality protein in just 1 cup. That is almost twice as much protein as regular yogurt. And your muscles love it. This protein helps rebuild muscle fibers, especially after light exercise or walking. But that is not all. Greek yogurt is also a fantastic source of calcium, which helps muscles contract properly and reduces the chances of painful cramps. Without enough calcium, your muscles can misfire, leading to stiffness or even spasms. On top of that, Greek yogurt contains vitamin D, which works hand in hand with calcium to keep your muscles and bones strong. Many seniors in the United States are deficient in vitamin D, especially during winter months when sun exposure is low. Let me give you a quick snapshot. Just 1 cup of Greek yogurt can deliver about 200 milligrams of calcium, nearly 20 grams of protein, a healthy dose of vitamin D and probiotics. Those probiotics are also important. They help your digestive system absorb nutrients better, including magnesium and calcium. That means even more support for your muscle recovery and leg strength. Now, how can you enjoy Greek yogurt without getting bored? Here are a few simple and tasty ways. Mix it with a handful of almonds and fresh berries for a protein-packed snack. Add a scoop to your morning smoothie for creaminess and extra nutrition. Use it as a base for salad dressings and dips instead of mayonnaise or sour cream. Here is a tip from one of my longtime patients, Margaret, who is 72 years old. She keeps a small bowl of Greek yogurt with walnuts and honey by her bed. If she wakes up feeling a little tight or crampy, she eats it as a midnight snack and swears it helps her sleep better and move more easily the next morning. That is the power of intentional nutrition. Now let me back this up with science. A recent review published in the Journal of Geriatric Nutrition showed that older adults who consumed dairy proteins regularly had 40% fewer episodes of muscle cramps and nighttime spasms than those with low dairy intake. That is a significant difference, especially when you are trying to stay active and independent. So let me ask you this: do you already eat Greek yogurt? If so, drop a comment below and tell us how you like to enjoy it. If not, would you be willing to try it this week? Even just 3 servings a week can help you feel stronger and recover faster. And do not forget, if this information is useful to you, please give the video a quick thumbs up. It really helps us reach more seniors who can benefit from these tips. Coming up next, we are going to explore not just 1 but 2 powerhouse proteins that support nerve function, muscle strength, and overnight recovery. One comes from the sea. The other might surprise you. Stick around, we are just getting started. Number 3 and 4. Powerful protein pair: salmon and cottage cheese. Let us move right into food number 3, and it comes from the sea. I am talking about salmon, and not just any salmon, but wild-caught fatty salmon rich in nutrients that older adults truly need. Here is the truth: many seniors experience muscle pain, stiffness, or slow recovery due to a lack of healthy fats and certain vitamins that support nerve and muscle function. Salmon is one of nature's best remedies for all of the above. Let me break it down. First, salmon is loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, the healthy kind of fat that reduces inflammation throughout the body. Inflammation is a silent enemy. It builds up slowly in the joints, muscles, and nerves, and over time it causes stiffness, soreness, and reduced mobility. If your legs feel heavy, achy, or tired after walking, chronic inflammation might be playing a role. Just a single 3.5-ounce serving of salmon contains over 500 international units of vitamin D, a crucial nutrient for seniors. Vitamin D helps your body absorb calcium, strengthen your bones, and prevent muscle fatigue, and it does not stop there. Salmon also provides vitamin B12, which protects your nerves and helps prevent misfired muscle signals that lead to cramps. Many seniors in the United States unknowingly suffer from B12 deficiency, especially those taking certain medications or eating less red meat. So how can you enjoy more salmon? Try these simple ideas. Grill it with lemon and herbs for an easy, heart-healthy dinner. Flake it into a salad for a high-protein lunch. Or make a salmon and avocado wrap a double win for muscle support and anti-cramp nutrition. Now let us talk about food number 4, a surprise favorite of mine. Cottage cheese. Yes, you heard me right. Cottage cheese is one of the most underrated muscle-building foods for seniors, and it does much more than people give it credit for. This humble dairy food is packed with casein protein, which digests slowly and supports overnight muscle repair. This is especially important because many leg cramps strike during the night when your body is resting. By eating a small serving of cottage cheese in the evening, you give your muscles a steady stream of amino acids while you sleep. But there is more. Cottage cheese is also an excellent source of vitamin B12, which we already know plays a key role in protecting your nerves and maintaining proper muscle function. Seniors who are low in B12 may experience frequent cramping, numbness, or tingling in the legs. Let me give you an example. A half-cup serving of cottage cheese provides around 14 grams of protein, more than 15% of your daily calcium needs. A solid dose of B12 with less fat than most meats. It is also easy on the stomach, making it a great evening snack, especially for those who have trouble digesting heavier foods. One of my favorite tips is to mix cottage cheese with fresh pineapple chunks or a sprinkle of cinnamon and walnuts. It is simple, tasty, and supports muscle recovery all night long. And here is a story for you. I once worked with a 74-year-old client named Raymond who had persistent calf cramps almost every night. After adding just 2 servings of cottage cheese per week to his evening routine, along with stretching and hydration, his cramps dropped by more than 50% in 1 month. Sometimes the smallest changes bring the biggest results. So, I want to hear from you. Have you tried either of these 2 power foods, salmon or cottage cheese? Drop a comment below and tell me which one you like more, or let us know how you prepare them. Your tips might help another viewer make a healthy change. And while you are at it, go ahead and hit that like button if this information is helpful. Your support keeps the Lifewell Seniors community growing strong. Up next, we are going even deeper. In the next section, I will share a 5th muscle-loving food, along with several bonus foods you do not want to miss. These are Hydration Heroes, plant-based protein sources, and natural anti-cramp champions. You will want to take notes because these might just change the way your legs feel, move, and recover. Stay right here, we are getting to the good part. Number 5 and more. Bonus superfood seniors should never miss. We have already talked about some of the most powerful muscle-supporting foods you can put on your plate. Now let us talk about food number 5, a creamy, nutrient-dense powerhouse that does not get the credit it deserves. Yes, I am talking about avocados. If you want to prevent leg cramps, support healthy circulation, and improve muscle recovery, you need to pay attention to potassium. And here is the thing, avocados contain more potassium per serving than bananas. That's right. Just half of a medium avocado has nearly 700 milligrams of potassium. That is significantly more than a typical banana. And potassium is vital for muscle contraction. Without it, your muscles are more likely to cramp, twitch, or tighten up, especially after activity. But avocados do more than deliver potassium. They also provide healthy monounsaturated fats, which reduce inflammation and support joint health. Plus, they come packed with magnesium, vitamin E, and fiber, a powerful combination that keeps your muscles, heart, and brain functioning smoothly. How can you eat more avocado? It is easy. Spread it on whole grain toast with a sprinkle of sea salt and lemon juice. Dice it into a salad with leafy greens and grilled chicken. Blend it into a smoothie for creaminess and a subtle nutty flavor. Avocados are soft, easy to digest, and versatile. That makes them ideal for seniors who may have trouble chewing or digesting heavier foods. Now let us talk about a few bonus superfoods that take your muscle health to the next level. Bonus 1. Pumpkin seeds. Do not underestimate these little seeds. Pumpkin seeds are one of the richest plant-based sources of magnesium, a mineral that helps relax your muscles naturally. Many seniors do not get enough magnesium, which can lead to more cramps, spasms, and muscle fatigue. A small handful, about 1 ounce, contains around 150 milligrams of magnesium. That is over 1/3 of the daily recommended intake for older adults. Pumpkin seeds also provide zinc, iron, and protein, making them a true multitasker for muscle recovery. Try sprinkling them over oatmeal, blending them into smoothies, or simply enjoying them as a crunchy snack. Bonus 2. Cucumbers. Staying hydrated is one of the most overlooked ways to prevent leg cramps. Cucumbers are made of over 95% water, which makes them a perfect food for replenishing fluids, especially if you live in a dry climate or tend to forget to drink enough throughout the day. They also contain silica, a mineral that supports connective tissue strength, helping your joints and muscles move with greater ease. You can add cucumber slices to your water with lemon and mint. Toss them into salads. Enjoy them with a Greek yogurt dip as a refreshing afternoon snack. Hydration is not just about drinking water, it is also about eating water-rich foods. Bonus 3. Watermelon. Speaking of hydration, watermelon is another superstar. It is refreshing, sweet, and full of electrolytes, especially potassium, and a natural compound called citrulline. Citrulline has been shown to boost blood flow and reduce post-exercise soreness. One study from the Journal of Applied Physiology found that athletes who drank watermelon juice before a workout experienced less muscle soreness and fewer cramps afterward. If it works for athletes, imagine what it can do for active seniors. A small bowl of watermelon at breakfast or after your walk could help keep your muscles loose, relaxed, and well supplied with nutrients. Bonus 4. Walnuts. Walnuts are not just brain food, they are joint and muscle food too. They are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which fight inflammation and support muscle flexibility. Just a 1/4 cup of walnuts provides a solid omega-3 dose without needing to cook or prepare anything. Walnuts also contain antioxidants that protect your muscles from oxidative stress, which can build up over time and slow down recovery. Try them with cottage cheese oatmeal or simply buy the handful for a satisfying and healing snack. Bonus 5. Lentils. Let us wrap this up with a plant-based protein powerhouse. Lentils are loaded with protein, magnesium, iron, and fiber, all essential nutrients for seniors looking to stay strong, energetic, and cramp-free. Iron is especially important. It helps your blood carry oxygen to your muscles. Without enough iron, you may feel weak, dizzy, or sluggish even after mild activity. 1 cooked cup of lentils contains around 18 grams of protein, over 6 milligrams of iron, a healthy dose of magnesium. They are also budget-friendly and easy to prepare. Add them to soups, stews, or cold salads. You can even mash them into a savory spread or patty. So let us take a quick recap of the 5 bonus foods: pumpkin seeds for magnesium and muscle relaxation, cucumbers for hydration and flexibility, watermelon for blood flow and cramp prevention, walnuts for omega-3s and inflammation relief, lentils for protein and endurance. Together with our top 5 foods, spinach, Greek yogurt, salmon, cottage cheese, and avocado, these bonus items form a complete toolkit for stronger legs and better mobility. Now let me ask you something. How many of these foods are already part of your weekly meals? Which ones are new to you? Drop a comment below and tell me which food you are most excited to try this week. And if you are still with me, thank you. You are committed to improving your health, and that matters. It is never too late to feel better, move easier, and live stronger. Coming up next, I will help you turn this knowledge into action with a simple weekly plan and a few expert tips from my years in senior health. So do not go anywhere. We are almost there. Action Plan, Medical Insight. Now that we have walked through 5 key foods and 5 bonus superfoods, it is time to bring it all together. Let us start with a quick recap. The top 5 muscle-boosting foods: spinach for potassium and magnesium to support muscle contraction. Greek yogurt for calcium, protein, and probiotics to rebuild and repair. Salmon for omega-3s, vitamin D and B12 to ease stiffness and protect nerves. Cottage cheese for overnight protein and B12 support. Avocados for potassium, healthy fats, and inflammation control. The bonus 5 pumpkin seeds to relax muscles with magnesium. Cucumbers to hydrate and restore electrolytes. Watermelon to reduce soreness with natural citrulline. Walnuts to lower inflammation with plant-based omega-3c. Lentils for plant protein, iron, and long-lasting energy. Together, these foods form a nutritional foundation that helps seniors prevent leg cramps, rebuild muscle, and recover faster. But as I always say, information is only useful when it leads to action. So here is your simple action plan for this week. Step 1. Pick any 3 foods. Choose 3 from today's list, maybe spinach, salmon, and watermelon, or lentils, Greek yogurt, and pumpkin seeds. Whatever works best for you and your routine. Step 2. Make a shopping list. Plan 1 or 2 meals that include those foods. Write it down. Take that list to the store or ask a family member to help. Step 3. Prepare and enjoy. You do not need to overhaul your diet overnight. Start small. Add spinach to 1 omelet. Swap your afternoon snack for cottage cheese and fruit. Keep it simple and enjoyable. Step 4. Stay hydrated. Drink water throughout the day. Aim for about 8 cups and remember foods like cucumbers and watermelon count too. Step 5. Pay attention. Track how you feel. Do you notice fewer cramps, more energy, better sleep? Sometimes it takes a few days or weeks, but most seniors notice real results within 2 to 4 weeks of consistent change. Now let me offer you a quick medical insight from my experience working with seniors across the country. Many older adults experience symptoms like cramps, fatigue, or weakness and assume it is just part of aging. But more often than not, those symptoms are tied to nutritional deficiencies, dehydration, or inflammation, all things we can address through small dietary shifts. Food is not just fuel, it is medicine. That does not mean you have to give up your favorite meals or eat perfectly. It means becoming intentional, choosing what supports your body, 1 meal, 1 bite, 1 decision at a time. And of course, if you are dealing with frequent leg cramps or if your symptoms are not improving, I strongly recommend speaking with your primary care doctor. There could be underlying issues like nerve problems, medication interactions, or vitamin deficiencies that need medical support. So now I want to ask you, what was the most helpful part of today's episode for you? Was it learning about avocados, hearing how magnesium affects your muscles, or discovering new snack ideas? Drop a comment below and let me know. I read every comment, and it brings me so much joy to hear how these tips are making a difference in your life. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It helps more seniors find the information they need to stay strong and independent. And do not forget, subscribe to Lifewell Seniors and turn on notifications. We release new videos every week to guide you with science-backed, senior-friendly strategies for a healthier, happier life. You have taken the first step by watching this video. That shows commitment, and that is something to celebrate. As always, I am Dr. William Johnson, and this is Lifewell Seniors, your trusted partner in wellness, strength, and graceful aging. Until next time, stay active, eat well, and keep moving forward.